So one of the things you can do is use Google to help do niche research for Redbubble and Teepublic. Now I know a lot of people know about Google Trends, but I want to try Google in a different way, and I think you might be surprised at a couple of the results that come back. So let's go. So a lot of people know about Google Trends, but I'm not going to be talking about Google Trends in this video. What I'm going to be talking about instead is just searching Google as a consumer for a certain type of product. So what I'm going to type in here is Ireland stickers. Okay, and that's just a normal phrase that a consumer somewhere in the world may type into Google at any time. And the reason I'm picking this is just Ireland's a relatively popular country. It's well known in movies and TV and music. And stickers, it's a popular product that people are going to be looking for just in general, just like t-shirts or coffee mugs. I'm just picking stickers today just to switch things up. So Ireland stickers is what I'm going to be searching for on Google. Now when I type in Ireland stickers and I hit search, I'm going to get an ad that pops up, a couple ads actually, but I'm just going to scroll on past that and we can see the first real result, the first organic result is redbubble.com Ireland stickers. So Redbubble's done a good job. This is what, whenever you hear somebody talk about SEO and you wonder like, what's SEO mean? Search engine optimization. That's SEO. And this is basically how far up the rankings, how near the top are your rankings when you type in a certain phrase. So Redbubble's done a very good job here. Ireland stickers is pretty much the top result. And then underneath that there's Amazon.com, Etsy. There's a store here that sells it, like an actual website, and then just Cafe Press, Zazzle. So all of the usual suspects show up here near the top. So I'm going to click on this Redbubble sticker link. Okay, if I wanted to just look at the actual category of Ireland stickers, but I'm going to do something else here. I'm going to use the power of Google and click on this shopping tab. And when I click on the shopping tab, again, I'm going to get an ad, but I'm going to scroll underneath that. And the first organic result is an Etsy store. And after that, on the first line, there's 2 Redbubble stickers. So again, Etsy's done a good job, or sorry, Redbubble's done a good job, as has Etsy, of moving this stuff up to the top and saying, okay, this is on the very first page of Google when I'm searching for Ireland stickers. So here I can see there's 2 results that are both Redbubble, and this is what I'm going to be focusing on. Now there's more. There's an Ireland sticker down here, and there's more stickers, but I'm going to just focus on these top 2 results because they're right at the top. So I'm going to click on this one over here on the right, which is an Ireland flag, and it's just got the flag superimposed on top of the silhouette of the country of Ireland. So very basic design. And again, basic is not an insult. Basic is powerful. Basic is easily recognizable. So I'm going to click on that, and you can see here it pops up as vinyl, and then it says visit the site. So I'm going to visit the site. Now when I visit the site, it's going to give me the actual result. So this is designed by the user Sweet 60, and there's the example of the sticker. Now what I want to do in this case is I want to scroll on down to the very bottom, and I can see these are the tags that this person has used. And by design, because we started off in Google, we know that this has reached the top of page 1 for Google under shopping. So we know that these tags has to at least be somehow corresponding to the results back on Google. And this is a pretty popular niche. So good for this person. These tags is what you'd want to at least look at in terms of research for niche marketing. Here's all the product tags as well. So what you can do, and what a lot of people do, is they just take a screenshot of this, or they just copy all of these tags, and then when you start making your own Irish stickers, and again, I'm never going to suggest you copy this design. I'm not saying that. But if you had other ideas for this genre, if you think this genre is worth exploring, these tags are also worth exploring as well. Don't upload 60 Ireland stickers and then have no tags, because it'll never get to the top of Google. No one will ever find them. These tags have played an important role, as has the beautifulness of the design, but the tags have played an important role in making sure that this moves up to the top of the page. The other thing I want to point out here, I'm just going to click on the Sweet 60, the actual shop. And we can see here as well, this person is a United Kingdom based store. It's 1940 designs, and there's lots of designs. And we can see here the Ireland Essential is right at the top of the page. It's right on the very first line, meaning chances are good that this is a design that's gotten lots of likes and follows and shares and retweets and whatever, you know, people do to help spread the word about this shirt. So it's right near the top of the page as well. Now I'm just going to scroll down to the very bottom of this page, and I just want to show you, remember this user had 1940 designs. So let's call it 2000. Okay, so 2000 designs, and you might think, wow, that's a lot of designs, and it is. I mean, 2000 means this person's been doing it for a while. But check this out. This is the key here. Over 25,000 favorites based off of 2000 designs. That's about a 10 or 11 or 12 to 1 ratio. That says to me, not knowing anything about this person, I don't know anything about their store, but that says to me their designs are capturing consumers' eyeballs. Like, consumers are looking at these designs and they're liking them. They're clicking on this favorite button and they're saying, yes, I like this. That's a lot of favorites. 10 to 1, 11 to 1, 12 to 1. That's a great ratio. So this person's doing something right. And if you're getting that many favorites, chances are you're making some pretty consistent sales. Now, I don't know that. I don't have access to this person's sales reports, but chances are stuff on the first page is getting likes and are getting follows and purchases. So that's one example. Okay, we've got 1940 designs, and we scroll down and we can see there's over 25,000 favorited. So when you see shops like this, like, my eyes light up. I go, oh, hold on, take a moment, look through the store, take 5 minutes and look through the store, see what is at the top of their shop, because chances are these are representative of things that people actually are looking at and favoriting, and that's important because that increases our chances of getting something sold. I'm going to click on the other one here. So I'm back in Google. Again, I Googled Ireland stickers. I clicked on the shopping tab, and I'm going to look at this second one here. I guess it's technically the first one, but it's this vintage Ireland sticker, and it looks like a map. So I'm going to click on that, and we can see here vintage Ireland sticker pops up. I'm going to visit the site. So now we're again back in Redbubble. This is designed by the user Bryce Patterson, and we can see this is a very nice design. It's got a map, it's got a little bit of white around it, great looking sticker, and we can see here that it's pretty popular design because it showed up on the first page of Google. Now, it's interesting here, it's only available on 17 plus products, and when I scroll down to the tags, there's not many tags that this person's used. So I know we get sometimes, I see on the channel, people will talk about tag spamming, and they'll say, well, the only reason that these things are blowing to the top of the niche is because they're throwing in 50 tags and none of them are related. And I would argue that that's not always true. Might be true sometimes, but it's not true now, because we're looking at these tags. There's 6 tags, and then there's 5 that are the product tags. That's not many tags. And again, this person is on the first page of Google. It's right there. So I will say a good quality design will often help move things to the top, because people will find your good quality design. Now, I'd like to point out, I don't know who Bryce Patterson is. Bryce Patterson might have 100,000 followers on Instagram, and he's posted this design and everybody lost their mind and went, oh my God, and they all went to Redbubble, and that's why it's blown up. But hey, if that's the case, good for Bryce Patterson. If that's the case, then that's all the more reason to set up an Instagram account, set up a Facebook a group, set up a Pinterest account. So I've got a video about how to promote with Pinterest, for example, if you want to check that out. And I found it works. If you post something and you throw it on Pinterest, that does get people looking at it, and they repin it, and then all of a sudden, once in a while something goes viral. So again, I'm not saying that's what's happened here. We don't know, but it's an idea, because there's not a lot here for tags, right? Now, I'd also like to point out, when I click on Bryce Patterson's shop, I think you'll find this really interesting. Bryce Patterson only has 13 designs total, and they're pretty nice. I mean, there's a map, there's a Celtic cross, there's a map. He's got 3 collections. There's literally 13 designs. That's all the designs this person has. And check this out at the bottom. 2,400 favorites off of 13 designs. That's a 200 to 1 ratio almost. It's like 180 to 1 ratio. Like that's amazing, right? Like that's one of the like that's amazing. So again, I want to point out these are not super high-end designs. These aren't like professionally, an art studio is cranked these out, and it's taken them 13 hours to create something. This is a silhouette of the Great Lakes. This is nice little Ireland. These are not incredible. Like, no, there's a Guinness one, and I want to point out this is a public domain image. The Guinness toucan is off of a public domain poster. So I mean, these are not like super high end, and I don't mean that as an insult. I just mean anybody can do this. So this person has set up a shop with 13 designs, and they're hitting the first page of Google. Now again, there may only be 8 people in the entire world a day that Google this. I'm not suggesting that Ireland stickers is the same level of popularity as, say, Kim Kardashian or something like that. But I'm just saying, if you're nervous or upset or frustrated, and you're like, I don't know if I can ever get to the first page of Google, it just seems insurmountable. Well, I would argue it is very doable, because here's an example of someone with 2,000 designs, and here's someone with 13 designs, and they're sitting right next to each other. And the reason, we will never know, okay? The reason this person has 13 designs and 2,400 favorites, I don't know. I can only guess. But I will say, I would certainly take a good look at this store and say, is there something here that is causing people to find these stickers? Are they high quality? Are they certain niche that maybe is underutilized? These are all things worth looking at. So I hope that helps. I would encourage you to Google your actual product and see what comes up under the shopping tab. You might just be surprised at some niches that open up and some opportunities. Even if you don't have a lot of designs, you might find some niches open up. So I hope they found that helpful. As always, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment, leave me a question. I'm always happy to interact. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you found this helpful.